Okay, we are
Freeze frame.
We're live. Let's see here. I'm going to turn this off. Hey, Mike, how are you?
Hi, Mike. How are you? Yeah, we're in the house. That's right, JC.
It's a little different this time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're not in the shop. We're in the living room.
Thought we'd do a little something different. I thought different. Now, listen, guys, I'm just going to tell you that she's had me hanging pictures and she's had me doing all the honeydews today.
Well, I've actually been having him do my list for about a week now.
Yeah.
You know, we're all at home and it's been super nice weather here. So I'm like.
Yeah. She's been really cracking the whip.
Yes.
My butt's sore. So, she did treat me, though, today. We did a necessity. We went to the liquor store down here in town. And she got me something really neat. I appreciate this. I do want to share it with you. I drink a lot of Gentleman Jack whiskeys. Not a lot. Let's just say I used to. I don't anymore. But she brought me something that I thought was pretty cool. I'm drinking Rocktown. So this is a bourbon that's out of Little Rock, Arkansas. So we're kind of doing some representing Arkansas right here. First time I've drunk it. Smells, like I said, I like Gentleman Jack, single barrel. That's what I've always liked back in the days when we had the money for sure. Pork top. Smells good. Of course, I mix it with Coke. And she got me a nice mason jug, a small one. Mixed it up, and it's pretty good. I'll tell you. It'll do the trick, I'm sure. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to Rocktown, a little bit of Arkansas love. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Roadglad, the liquor stores are essential here. They have not been closed down.
No, you can drive through them and get whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's like down in New Orleans, you can drive through and get you a daiquiri down there.
Yeah, as long you can get to-go drinks down there, but as long as you do not put the straw in the cup, they can't charge you for open container, but it can be a to-go cup. It can be a drink. It could even be half gone, just as long as there's no straw in there.
Have you straw unopened?
Yeah.
We would never do that.
No, never.
Yeah, so essentials. A lot of things have shut down here in town though. Tanning though, you can go tan. Now don't get me started on that one. You can go down here and get your butt tan.
Yeah, they say because it's a standalone salon that the health department doesn't have any governance over it.
Governance.
No control over it.
No control.
Who knows?
I'm not
if it's safe, if it's right, I don't know. But anyways.
That's becoming a big deal too.
Who knows?
You know.
So a lot of you guys know that I have kicked the Honorary One off of his Instagram page. And I shared with you guys a bunch of photos that he has no idea. And I'm sure he remembers them from time to time, some of them. But yeah, so it's going to be quite a surprise. And I opened up Q&A so you guys could send in any question that you want me to ask him tonight.
I've got to say, so we were thinking about something to do live tonight, you know, because we would be in Arizona for Arizona Bike Week right now. Everything would have gone down the way it has. So we were talking about this. This is kind of my idea, and I just said it, and before I knew, she was like, okay, you're stay off Instagram. You're not to get on anything today. I'm just going to do everything. And I was like, then she kept me busy. So it was kind of my idea. And once again, I've done this before. And as soon as I said it to her, she just takes off and runs with it. And I already started kind of regretting it a little bit because there are some pictures of me that I don't really want to get out. And I hope there's not some that I'm thinking of that or you posted, not that really got out, anything that could incriminate me or anything, but a little embarrassing.
No, pictures. They're all fun. Yeah. I'll let you log in here in a little bit, and you can see which photos of.
So we thought this was kind of cool. It was fun for us, I know, because she was laughing earlier, and I was like, "What the hell are you laughing at?" And she goes, "I just posted a picture of you on your story," and I was like, and then she laughed more.
I mean, I think that they're all good photos that you guys deserve to see. You know, so who knows? You
know, and the shit and things you do, you know, and used to, like back in the day, we didn't have cell phones. I remember Steph and I, whenever we first got together, we'd go on a road trip. One of the first ones, we went and seen Willie Nelson, and then we went down to New Orleans. We didn't have a camera, so we stopped by the Walmart down in Conway and bought a little Canon camera, and so we could take pictures. And I think when we got back, we actually packaged it back up and returned it back to Walmart.
Probably.
Because we just didn't
something like we would do.
You know, we just didn't use the shit. And now, you know, we got, you know, our phone, all the technology shit, so we can keep track of everything. So things have changed for sure in our world.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to let you lead this a little bit. I don't know what you've really got an idea, you know, what, in your head. So I'm just going to kind of roll with you.
Okay. Yeah, so what I thought that we would do is answer some questions that people had posted on Instagram. And we'll go through those and kind of just talk about them, put you on the spot. I tried to like tell people to put you on the hot spot, like, or the hot seat, because like this is our one and only chance to ask him anything, and he has no idea about the questions.
Anything?
Anything.
Okay.
But
okay.
You took all the honoriness, I guess, because not a lot of honorary questions were coming through.
Well, they may have been scared.
They were all safe questions.
Safe questions. Okay. Well, I was starting to sweat a little bit already.
Yeah. Paul, you said, I love the picture of you guys with the shovel, and the chicken reminds me of the farmer and the pitchfork with his wife.
That's exactly what that picture was. So Steph brought me home a shovel because we did 5 or 6 trees. We dug them up out here that came up, and we dug them up and then transplanted over here to where we wanted them out here in the field. And we broke her shovel. We had 2 broke shovels, actually. And she went and got me a new shovel, and she brought it home. I was like, damn, there's nothing like a good shovel. And I was just sitting there looking at that, and I was like, hey, remind me of that picture. So I ran inside, and I was like, Steph, let's make this picture. And and it was just right in the moment. She reached down and grabbed Gene, or Rooster, and like picked him up. He's pretty gentle right now. And it was just
He's slowly turning to
a real cock of the walk.
Yeah.
He's getting some hens now.
So, and those are his women. I mean.
Yeah, and he's getting a little, like you turn on him, he'll come at you a little bit, and you turn back around, he'll stop. So, little shit. I got after him the other day.
Which was kind of cool because that picture is actually Grant Wood, or a painting, actually. It's not a picture, but it's a painting. And
a farmer, and
it's actually staged. That's his dentist and his sister that's posing as a couple or a family that would live in that old farmhouse there in Iowa. And it's supposed to be a farmer and his daughter. But yeah, that's actually the dude's dentist and sister.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, we looked that up and went into, we learned something off of a post.
Yeah.
We did it real quick. A lot of fun. Thank you for that. We had a lot of fun. It's hard to do creative shots a lot because honestly, you know, you're on the road moving all the time. It feels like sometimes it's just like us somewhere in our bike, but I feel like that's what people want to see. So right now we can't really do that now, can we? So you get us somewhere in a shovel.
Yeah, the American Gothic, Wayne. Thanks
for
saying
the
that.
American Gothic.
Yes. So a lot of people are asking, and this is one of our questions, and I'll get to the serious questions first. Any word on the bike? How's the bike going?
Okay,
people have asked about the Road Glide and Maxwell House.
Okay, Maxwell House, we're just ripping into it, seeing exactly what's going on, and seeing what it needs. We know it needs some shit. I'm sure it'll need a starter, a battery. I'm sure the jugs, the top end, we're going to have to do some stuff to it as well. We go back through and freshen it up a little bit and then kind of go from there. And then the Road Glide. So I talked to Brian today, and what they have figured out so far, my motor was built and my serial number is on the block. It's all ready. It's crated up, and they have a bill for that, but they don't have bill of lading. So what we're thinking is that our motor is probably sitting on the dock, but we can't track it because there's nowhere in between where it's been, shipped. He's called all the shipping companies that they use over the years to see if they know anything about it, and nobody knows anything. So more than likely the engine's sitting on the dock. Brian assured me as soon as he knows something, he'll let me know, and then they'll get it put in, and we'll be back on the road. But I mean, right now I'm like, dude, we can't be on. We want to get it up and ready to go. Like Steph and I was talking today, as soon as the whoever gives us clear to hit the road, you can bet your ass within 24 hours, Steph and I will be on the road going somewhere. I am ready.
Yeah, because once that happens and they give us the okay to start traveling and stuff, we've got to do the 1,000 miles.
Yeah, so we'll have to do the break-in, of course, again on the engine, like Steph just said. So we're already kind of going over some things where we want to go for 1,000 mile. I don't know if we'll do an iron butt. That's what we did the first time, because we may want to go 500 miles and enjoy ourselves, and then 500 miles back and let Denny's do the thing. So it'll be the oil change basically and stuff. It won't be nothing huge, but yeah, so that's where we're standing on the Road Glide as of right now. And then Maxwell House, we're going to wait and see what happens with it. And we're kind of playing it by ear because we don't know what it's going to take as far as money. So we're, of course, like all of us, we're watching money and, going to see what it really takes to get that back up and going. And that'll make some cool content. As soon as we do, we're working on, I already started, we'll have a video of Maxwell House. I'll break Maxwell House down a little bit and show you guys more detail about the bike, let you hear the bike start and run. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Another thing we did this week, was that yesterday? We did the podcast. Recorded.
We did a podcast, or you did a podcast. I just sat to the side and listened.
Yeah, but. So yeah, Danger Dan, he's got his podcast up and going, and we met in Sturgis this year on the strip down there. He just fucking rode up out of nowhere on his hey man, thank you so much, James. Thank you, Tate.
James.
I appreciate that, brother.
I've got a couple of your questions wrote down too.
No, God, I can only imagine. But Dan came rolling in on Main Street, and Steph and I were just standing there fixing to go into this like kickoff hooligan party, and he just comes rolling up and just stops, and he was backed in there, and we got to talking. I'm sure I've already told you guys this, but so we've been talking for some time. We even talked about, we're the ones that really talked about riding Mexico. But he's like, okay, let's do a podcast. Called me last week, and I was like, okay. So the podcast, he'll have it ready next week sometime. And he asked me some questions, and I went into detail a little bit, and I'm already kind of antsy about how far I went with some of the questions he had, I guess, because, I was being really truthful, and, me and him really connect, and we just get to chat, and before I know, I'm like, shit, just gave away my secret, so it was fun though. We had a hell of a lot of good time there. Steph also is going to have a video that we recorded it too. When we FaceTime, I recorded it and Steph was recording. So she'll have kind of a video podcast of his podcast.
Yeah, I'll have a video version of Dangerous Dan's podcast.
Yeah. So
that'll be exciting though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that Dan is going to release that Monday or Wednesday of this coming week.
He's busy.
So
he just had dump truck on there.
Yeah.
Had Corpius on there.
Yes. I think he said he had 3 podcasts last week and 3 coming up this coming week too. So
dude's been busy, man.
He's busy.
For show.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so those are the questions about the bike. It's kind of up in the air, and yeah, it kind of sucks right now because, oh, your hat.
I felt like changing hats today.
Wow.
I've got a whole pile of them. A little excitement tonight. I'll be revealing different hats every little bit that I've collected over the years. So this is my ATF hat.
Maybe at the end of the night you can tell us which hat is your favorite.
Boy, wouldn't that be something? This has been to a lot of music festivals. I'd walk around being ATF and check everybody, make sure everybody was in line.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Moto Trucker, thank you so much.
What's up, dude? Thank you so much. Okay.
It's good to see that blue pair.
It's good to see the blue player. Thank you so much.
What? The
blue player.
The blue player.
Well, that whiskey's
blue
already
player.
kicking me. That shit's already getting me.
Yeah.
Appreciate that so much.
Yes.
You want to talk
Moto
to them
Trucker.
some there, sweet love? We just been rambling.
Yeah, Mr. Roadglide, you said that we should patent the balloon GoPro mount. We could, maybe we can sell that whole kit.
Yeah. There's a technique to that. And I know I've got the patent, but it's a patent pending. So don't be taking my idea out there. No, that is really cool. And like I said, we can all do it. And it doesn't cost you nothing. Steph and I was talking about, I don't really want to carry the bottle around, but you could carry a little helium bottle around with some balloons and some rope and string, and you could have that GoPro. The drone balloon all the time. So yeah, that's cool as shit. I got to do that again. What are you laughing at?
Mike Myers, said already slurring his words. Next comes the tears.
Oh yeah. No, I'm pretty good today. My emotions are pretty good and checked. But you never know. If y'all say a key word, a little trigger word, I might tear up a little bit.
Yeah. Who knows? Okay. Let's get started here. So some of the questions, and I don't have these in any order. I should have probably put them in some type of order, but I didn't.
So these are questions that came from the stories that you posted.
Yes, these are stories just exclusively off of Instagram stories. So I posted a couple different pictures, and I did the little question box on there where they could drop a question and ask anything. Okay. Some of them are serious.
Okay.
Some of them are kind of funny.
Okay. All right.
Okay. We already talked about the bike. So okay. So Greasy Smitty.
Yeah, that guy
asked. Okay, I know you do a lot of highway riding.
Yeah.
What is your favorite road you love to rip on and really open it up on?
Okay, so my favorite road, of course, is somewhere right here at home. It's kind of my shakedown run whenever we used to build old choppers and shit. So when you get out here and head toward, there's a place called Alpena. So between us, Caps, and Alpena, it's a little bit of a side road that we run down. It's called Caps Road, and we run down Caps Road, and then it kicks over to, what is that, 412? That runs over to Alpena?
412.
412. So we kick off, and it's a 4-lane. So it's a split double lane, 2 going one way, 2 going the other way, and it has a median down, common ground. So whenever I go out and leave the house, I hit them corners down through here a little bit. Then I stop, I hit 412, and I open that son of a bitch up. So between there, from that point down to Alpena, it's just a good little strip. And I've been on that road all my life. I rode the bus on it and everything. So that's what I do when I'm at home. So that's my strip. So a lot of times I'll kind of head down that one a little bit, get down to Alpena and come back. That way I can ride through and see if I see any officers down through there. And then when I come back, I hammer down. So that's my favorite little strip to really just crank it open here at home.
Mike said that he was on that road yesterday.
Yeah, pretty good one. It's got a little dip there, so you got to watch when you come out there. Once you get used to those roads, of course, you're on that, especially if you're on the old hardtail, because you get yourself set and there's one little dip there. You can see it coming in the horizon, and it just comes down, and then you hammer into it after that. So, yeah. That's my favorite little ripping spot.
Okay. He also asked when did you get an afro?
When did I get an afro?
If you guys remember, I posted this picture on Instagram. So he would like to know when you had an afro.
Oh shit. Oh my God, that's when we first got together. Oh,
yeah. So
yeah.
when we first, let me tell this.
Okay.
When we first got together, I think he got a haircut and he shaved a little bit, like one of our first dates ever. And then after that, he didn't do shit. So his hair was growing out here. And as you can see, some of the other pictures I posted, he had hair down to his nipples.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was right after we kind of first started seeing each other. We were living together.
Yeah, so I came over. I was dating this one chick, and me and this one chick kind of got in a fight. Steph and I had already been broke up for a while. And I called Steph that evening, and I said, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Well, nothing. I'm just hanging out here at the house. You want to come over and see me?" I said, "Yeah." So I went over to see Steph. She cooked me some grilled cheese and macaroni and cheese, some shit. We had some beverages, and I never left.
Yeah, he hasn't left till, I mean, even to this day, he hasn't.
I haven't, yeah.
He hasn't left. I probably did something to the grilled cheese or something.
Yeah, so I think that picture right there is, honestly, I believe I got off one of my old bikes, and my hair was all standing up, and I had a little bit of a beard, so I went in there, and she'd always take a shower, and I'd always try to sneak up with her on the shower. So that must have been one of the times we had a camera.
Probably.
Yeah.
That time when we bought it on Walmart.
Yeah, before we took it back.
And then, yeah, who knows? Yeah, it must have been some good grilled cheese. Must have been. I don't remember it, but
she's got the damnedest grilled cheese.
There's a secret to cooking grilled cheese.
Yes, there is.
Or grilling grilled cheese. Would you grill a grilled cheese?
Well, yeah.
Because it is grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeff Pratt, 1991, asks, what is something you carry with you to remind you of home when you're on the road?
Her. Take her everywhere I go. And that's a pretty good reminder of keeping myself in check and know where I came from.
Because if you don't take me, you're not getting grilled cheese, obviously.
Okay. Well, one thing I carry with me all the time. I've got an old belt that I wear all the time. And I've got a knife on that belt that's been with me everywhere we've gone. I have one pair of underwear that I like to ride in. And I know you guys think I'm shitting you. That's a bad word. Put in there. But I have a pair of underwear. Now, it doesn't really remind me of home. Well, I guess it does. We bought it down here at the Walmart.
Mike, you said your Arkansas ID.
Yeah, that Arkansas ID. People say, you from or they say Arkansas? I'm like, yeah. But anyway, I got a pair of underwear that I ride in. Those pair of underwear are so comfortable. I know that's crazy, but I don't really have a whole lot of anything else. I mean, I have a hatchet that we carry with us. Of course, that one hatchet was stolen on our bike when it was stolen in Daytona. And a good buddy of ours, Gray Wolf, he found me one just like it and sent that to me. So I have a hatchet back.
Yeah, it's identical to his grandpa's.
Yeah,
hatchet,
I'll show you.
Which was really neat because, I mean, this part of it wasn't neat. We had the bike stolen, and it wasn't for a couple of hours later, even that next morning, TJ was just like, fuck. That, this was on it, this was on it, and my hatchet was there.
And then I lost my temper.
But it's pretty neat that Michael found one.
So really, this is a Stanley. This is a roofing hammer, really. It's not really, I guess you'd call a hatchet for say, but it's an old Stanley. Ain't nothing real special to it, but my pawpaw is one of the only things I had in my pawpaws. So, and I carried it to drive in stakes for the tent and, ward off zombies and throw at the tree and carve her name and, trim my toenails and stuff like that with it. So it sucked, it was gone. But yeah, he got me that. And then I made this little holder on it. And so that's one thing that a lot of times I'll have on there.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Some people.
Yeah.
Had said, Iraq vet, you said you carry a flag that flew over the firehouse.
Now, see, that's cool as hell. That's neat. That's good to hear. That's cool. Maybe, I don't know, man. I don't really have anything like that.
Someone else had said that we carry my wife's daughter's ashes.
Oh, wow.
Chieftain Ghost Rider. Thank you for commenting.
Super cool.
Letting us know a little bit like that. That's really cool.
Wow. Take her with you.
Yeah.
Huh. Super badass. You know, and this kind of got me thinking the other day, especially with our honorary asses, that so you can be a member to the Honorary One, and being a member gives you certain perks and stuff. But what I was thinking about doing is if we were to start mailing out, like we took something, we signed it, put the date on it, and then we mailed it to one of the honorary asses. They sign it, put the date on it, and then mail it to the next. And then we would tell y'all where to mail it, so y'all wouldn't have to keep up with that. And then finally we'd make that round and then have that back, you know, to us. And then we'd have all the members and the date and where it was from. I think
it'd be awesome.
Kind of playing around with all these cool ideas, you know, because you guys are starting to do some. Well, y'all have all. I'm sure all of y'all have done some badass shit. I've talked to y'all from time to time, told me some of your travels and stuff. But y'all have been doing a lot with the Honorary One, and I think y'all need to be a little bit more involved in something like that. So we really, you know, I think they just be really cool. Just an idea. Okay. Now.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
This is what staying at home does. I get bored and get all my hats out. Now I can drive a caboose.
Okay. Okie Hopper, which I do not see Jennifer on here yet. I'm going to message her and ask her if she's online. I don't know if she is or not. She had asked. She's not. Her name's not coming up. Okay.
She's busy.
She'd asked, what is the best memory or moment of your life?
Well, I have a few, but God dang it. Probably something that y'all know about that I'm willing, you know, that really stands out to me is, so we all know that Steph had a brain tumor and we about lost her. And so we got her up there real early. We actually went upstate Sunday night in Springfield, Missouri. We had her to the doctor early that morning. And we'd sat there till like 1 or 2 o'clock before they got her back there in surgery. Sat with her, bless her heart. They got her head already and shaved it. And, they said, well, all right, you know, we're going to take her back. And I was like, all right. So I kissed her and she went on back there. And it was just a long fucking wait. You know, I just sat there and just time went by and just waited. And I was like, Jesus, when's this ever going to end? You know? Well, then finally we kept calling back here and finally got the word that she'd made it through and she was fine. So they told me what room she was in back there, and I went hauling ass running back there just fast as I could go. That was a good moment. Good.
Yeah, that is. Didn't cry as much as I thought.
I did good.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a hell of a good moment right then.
Okay, here's one.
Yeah.
So.
Blackbird
Rides.
Okay.
Which, by the way, Blackbird, is that the name of that song?
Blackbirds by
the Beatles.
Yeah,
it's a really good song.
That's a bad song.
So Blackbird Rides asks, any advice for a lone rider? And do you think it's important to have people to ride with?
Advice for a lone rider. Well, we've talked about this, and I do go out and ride by myself. I make sure I have somebody that knows. It's Steph. And a lot of times I'll call one of them old kiddos. And if I'm doing something, of course, they'll kind of know an idea what I might be doing that day in case something happens. To ride alone, you know, and then it's pretty important. A lot of us say, well, we're just going to get on that bike and ride. Well, yeah, we do that. But I do give them an idea just in case. And then what was the second part?
Any advice for a lone rider? And do you think it's important to have people to ride with?
I don't think it's important to have people ride with you. I mean, it's just it's just like the rest of us. It depends on our damn mood, you know. Sometimes we just want to, we don't want nothing but to feel that bike and hear that rumble, you know. And we don't need no, you know, we don't need to entertain anybody, or we don't need anybody to entertain us. We just need to be alone, moving, thinking, clearing our head, and just being in our element. Yeah, I don't really think it's important to have it. You know, like Steph and I ride together all the time on that road glide. And like I'm shit you not, but there's been times between gas stations we don't speak hardly at all. We're in our head and we're just enjoying the moment. And you know, unless somebody pisses off, like what the, you know, and shit like that, and then we go back to not saying anything. And then there's times when you have people ride with you that absolutely just piss you off. And then there's those people that ride with you, you're just enjoying the shit out of it because you can both kind of nudge up against each other. Like we have a buddy, like we have a lot of fun messing with each other and being able to pull over and say, "Oh shit, you see that damn bird almost hit me in the head," you know, and all those cool stories and we have so many fucking stories, guys. It's just, it's crazy. It's so many stories that's happened to us out on the road. Well, you know, you guys seen a lot of our adventures, and there's some things we just can't talk about. But those are the cool moments, all right. Yeah, for sure. Steph's topping away over here. He's a fast topper.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on that one there.
Let's see. Sorry about that. Smitty. He said that he cannot hear anything, must be on his end for some reason. Everyone else can hear us okay, right? Just want to make sure.
God, I hope so. I've done a lot of rambling. I can't hit.
You got to repeat all that stuff.
I can't rewind that. Okay. Well, shit, Smitty, fix your stuff. Damn it, man.
Let me message him because he obviously can't hear us. Tell him that it's not.
Oh, Smitty boy. Ain't no telling what he's doing.
Yeah.
He may be at work.
Well, he is all the way on the other side of the world. So.
Yeah, that internet.
Isn't that weird, that technology, like what we're doing now, he's watching, except for he can't hear us.
Well, let's just smile at the camera and let's talk shit about Smitty right now.
Yeah.
He won't even know. He can't see my lips moving. So we'll be talking shit about him. He'll just see us talking. He won't have any idea.
Yeah, James, you might be right. Smitty, check your phone volume if it's on silent or not.
Start simple, stupid. Yeah. Not calling Smitty's. We're having fun here.
That's one of our tips for motovlogging and anything in life, basically. Keep it simple, stupid.
It's got gas in it. Well, I put gas. Oh shit. Yeah, I need some gas. I've done that.
Okay, let's do Gilbert. Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Gilbert. Appreciate that, my friend.
Let's go. Okay, James Tate. This is one that you'd asked. Scariest moment on a motorcycle. I know mine, but this is not for me. It's for you. So your scariest moment.
Holy shit. My scariest moment. Well, what's yours?
Coming back from Texas, 5 months ago, through the storms and stuff at like 11 p.m. and we hydroplaned.
That's mine too.
On the motorcycle.
Okay, yeah. So this is the deal. We're coming back from Texas and we're trying to make some time.
Wait a minute. Pause.
Freeze frame.
Smitty can hear us now. He said it was the fucking Bluetooth. So
okay. Hey, Smitty.
James, you were just about
You're about right, my brother. Damn it, man. Hold up the whole show. Well, I'm glad you can hear us, brother, because
I do that all the time.
We were talking so much shit about you. You don't even know. You thought we weren't, but I was talking shit about you.
Yeah. Okay,
yes.
Scariest moment on a motorcycle.
That was pretty badass.
No, not a good badass.
No. That was like
bad. Just not badass. Bad.
Bad, because we were making time. It was storming like hell. We knew we were in between here and Fayetteville, so there's nowhere to stop. There's nothing you can do. It's just road, curvy as hell. It had got really stormy, rained a shitload. We rode through it, and then it was that kind of dusky, dark on the dark side, and cars were right up on us. My helmet that I was wearing in was fogging up a whole lot. I'd flipped the lid, trying to do what I could, and I thought, well, we're just going to have to pull over. But I had a lot of people up on my ass, cars coming, would go across a bridge, and I'd rode that thing so many times. But as we were going across there, I kind of cranked on that bike a little bit so I could pull out in front of them cars, get them off my ass. So I'd give me a little bit of time to get over so they could pass us. And so when I did that, I flogged it and whoop. And then about that time, you just felt the bike go. And it went side to side to side. I didn't do nothing. Just I eased out of the throttle and just went limp and let the bike kind of do its thing and kind of rode it out and settled back in and then got on it again. Got up there and we pulled over finally and let them cars go by. Steph and I never said a word. We didn't say a word to
I couldn't say anything because I was just like, I was literally praying for my helmet that, okay, it might be best if we just go ahead and like go down slowly and like just lay over and just like it. I mean, I just knew that we were going to have a moment. And if it was going to be an easy, soft moment because the road between Fayetteville and Harrison and anywhere really up here in the Ozarks, it's dangerous and it's really curvy. And then you add the weather, and that's one thing you don't mess with.
Did you say an easy, soft moment?
Yeah, an easy, soft, like,
Yeah.
Not like another car hitting us or we hit them or whatever. Just like, I just knew we were going to go down.
Yeah. I think it had been pretty rough.
It would have been rough, but I was just praying that when it did happen, because I knew it was going to happen, that it would be an easy, soft one.
Well, I'll tell you what, on that damn old bridge right there too, it's closed, so it had been a damn mess. Coming through it though, like I said, Steph and I never did say a word. I kind of got over at a safe place, let them cars blow past us, and then when they blew past us, I just cranked her back up and got on one of their tails where I could see their tail lights. And we stayed on that one, and honestly, I broke away from one and stayed with the other one, and it was a officer. So I stayed with that officer all the way into Harrison. I rode his ass.
Yeah.
So
it's rough.
That was a scary one. Yeah. Respect weather on the bike.
Yes, for sure.
And texting drivers.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Mellow LO70.
Ella.
I'm assuming you're in Canada. Pig Trail, Arkansas. Are you close to that place, Rogers?
Yes. That would be about an hour and 10 minutes away from where we're sitting right now. Yeah, we live right here on it. Sure enough. We got some pretty riding.
That's here.
Yep.
That's home.
That's the Ozarks.
Let's see. Okay, so here's two questions that kind of go hand in hand.
All right.
Okay. Bull Rider 83 wants to know, do you cry at weddings?
Oh God, yes. Yeah, I love to cry. A good cry at a good wedding. There's nothing to it.
And the reason why is I posted this one, if you guys had seen.
Man, that's been some time back.
So yeah, totally different. As you can see his hair, because his hair was like short afro, whenever he wanted it. And then of course it started growing out and stuff. So yeah. So that's been some time back. So do you cry at weddings?
Yeah. Especially if I'm doing them.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Lord, you had me do it. And what else?
And then Soul Stealing Patriot also asked, do you prefer Reverend or Pastor Ornery?
Well, I'll take Reverend any day over Pastor, of course.
Because if you guys did not see this, I did put a little note down here just so you know He can marry you or bury you.
Yeah, you can take your pick. So I got ordained years ago online. I married a buddy of ours, and then he married us. He actually married us over here at Chelsea's Corner Bar here in Eureka, in between sets at 11:11 at night on 11:11. So, and I had to get all dressed up and talk properly and do it at the country club here in town. So yes, I am an ordained minister, and I don't know quite the number, but I'm over 10 weddings now. I know. And one of the last ones I did, I married her papa and granny back together. Them kids are doing good too. You got to keep an eye on them kids.
Yes.
Yep. So, yeah, that's something cool. We have a lot of fun with that, don't we?
We do. We always have a lot of fun. And yeah, you've done some weddings that are like serious and country club style, like dressed all out. Well, actually, the picture that I just showed you, that was pretty formal too. And then we've had some that are just for feel. Let's do it right here in this bar over here around this corner down the street. Go on a square, go down there and do it. We've done it in restaurants and outside and churches and my aunt, and I'm not for sure if she's watching or not. My aunt married her high school sweetheart a few years back and had TJ perform the ceremony, and they got married at the playground of their elementary school, where they kind of met, or kind of where they think they met, kind of in the playground. So we went on the playground, got everybody gathered around, and I was late. I apologize for that. I was late, feeling pretty good, but we got through it, and it was really cool. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we've had a lot, and there's some of those I really dread because people know me like, "Hey, TJ, you marry us?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck." I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm kind of dreading it, and then we always have a real damn good time with it. Something cool. I'm glad. I think it was $20 in, get ordained online. Yeah, I think it was. I think honestly it was probably $19.99. Probably. Yeah. With free shipping. Yep. Because you get a little certificate. Oh yeah, I've got it. We got it framed. Well, we did have it framed. I think we took it out of the frame and put something else. Before we had it framed, we had it stuck on the refrigerator with magnets. With the kids. Yeah. Good times, good times. All right. Yes. What we got next, Mama? Got anything we need to answer? I was just kind of reading. I'm glad you can. Sometimes. Mike, you're going to have to help him and Laura renew their vows. So with saying that, if anybody, because we're going coast to coast and we've got lots of stuff planned for the rest of the year, if anyone needs some. I think it would be cool to marry somebody in Sturgis, the 80th Sturgis. That would be some cool shit right there. Yes, right? That would be really cool. We could do something really cool. That would be neat. Let's do that. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, we can, just meet us where we're at there, and I can marry you. We can do something cool. Let's see. Oh, Smitty, you said you've got some people wanting you to MC their wedding coming soon. Oh, spin it backwards. That's fun. Fun stuff. Yeah, MCing. Bikes, Blues, and Rallies. You said, do you live near where they made the program, the Ozarks? Not far from it. Yeah, the Ozarks is actually based in like the Ozarks and what's the other place? Beach. Osage Beach in Missouri. You see a lot of that. So that's just up the road. Yep. Yeah, that's like 40 minutes from us. Yeah, pretty cool show. We just watched all that too. We stayed up with it. Of course, they just released the new series this year, and we watched it already. Crazy shit, man. Great show. The little old girl that's from here, supposedly, and she's kind of a spitfire. We were watching her the other night. Ruth Langmore? Yeah, Ruth. Kind of looked over at Steph, and I was like, damn, she does remind me of some of the people around here. Yeah. Yeah. Some ornery ass. Yeah. Yep, that's not far from us. I've never seen anything feminine. I mean, not that we go right down in there, but
I don't know if it's probably just bits and pieces. I'd like to know how that works, but
yeah, I don't know how much of the filming they actually do on site in that location.
Yeah, and I don't know what is that anyway. But some of the shots, the drone shots and all that, it is definitely home. It looks just like home.
Yeah, Rich Joan, you said funny thing, they film Ozark in Georgia. They may have filmed some of that there in Georgia. Or I'm not saying that they may have. There's no doubt there's probably a lot of it that's filmed off location.
Yeah.
But and then they've got some drone footage, you know, here and there of like the water tower and like the Ozarks.
Yeah, and some of the home stuff. I'm like, damn, all right, man, that is home. Yeah, I'm curious how all that works. Of course, we don't know.
Yeah. And Greg Baker, you asked info on Bikes, Blues, and BBQ. Is there anything cool to do? Plenty of camping areas. Lots of camping area. Lots of good riding here in the Ozarks and around Northwest Arkansas. Of course, Denny's in Springfield. Springfield is like 45 minutes from the Fayetteville area. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff to do. And stuff to do for the whole family too. Like if you and your wife, or you and your kids and your wife and all of them come, whatnot, there's lots of stuff to do.
You and your girlfriend, whatever the case might be.
You and your maid.
Whatever. Yes, there's a lot to do, and it's scattered out. So it's not just in Fayetteville now. I mean, when you talk about Bikes, Blues, and BBQ, whiskey, is you think about Dixon Street. And Dixon Street gets pretty crowded.
It does.
You know, and everybody's starting to kind of go over to Eureka as well. So they got their little bit that they do there as well. And that's really where we end up, is because we have buddies in Eureka. So, of course, that's where we got married. That's home to us. So we end up in Eureka. Dixon Street can get pretty crazy. This year, though, to be honest with you, it was pretty slow.
It actually was.
It was. That's something else. If you guys do come, you can.
That's what she said.
Dang it. Nailed it. That's one deep. Okay. Gosh. So emojis.
It just came like that.
So yeah, if you're a member,
that's what she said.
if you're a member, you get these special emojis that she makes, and they have a lot of fun with them. So that's what she said emoji. But if you come to Bikes, Blues, and BBQ, we got our buddy that tattooed my head. If you haven't seen that, we live streamed all that when we did the line on my head. Wayne the tattooer, he'll be down there at the ice house, and it's just right off of Dixon, and he's going to be doing some specials during Bikes, Blues, and BBQ. You can go by and see him, give him a little love. He does great work. He's a great artist. So I just kind of want to give him a little plug there since we had a chance.
Yeah, he's right off the Dixon Street, guys.
Yeah, and there's a lot of food vendors over at the fairgrounds. There's a lot going on over there. So
yeah. Craig, cool. Thank you so much
for
that super chat.
Gracious. I appreciate you. Wife riding her own.
Yeah, wife rides her own. Do I get bonus points for bringing both?
That's
right.
Yes, you
the
do.
The wife, the maid, the girlfriend, all of that.
Yeah, bring them on. She rides her own. That's really cool. What's she riding? Curious to know.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Awesome.
We've been having some people talk to us.
Yeah, and anybody that comes over to Bikes, Blues, and BBQ, holler at us, because we'll definitely be in the area and love to meet up with you guys and ride around or hang out.
Yes, and I know one place I'm going to definitely be is at the Basin Hotel. So that's in Eureka. And during Bikes, Blues, and BBQ, they're going to be doing some stuff, but they've opened a new bar up there, and that place is badass. Mm-hmm. We got to see it a little bit the other day before all the shit broke out. The Crescent, of course, above, that's supposed to be one of the most haunted hotels, motels in the U.S. So they're doing some cool stuff. But we'll be at the Basin hanging out up there at that lounge. What was the new name?
Yeah, Jack's Rabbit, but they have a little, I don't know, do you call it a cellar type?
I don't know.
Tasting area type thing, called the Rabbit Hole.
Yeah. So it's going to be pretty cool. They're doing a lot of cool shit there.
Yeah, and so Bikes, Blues, and BBQ, I think someone had just asked when Bikes, Blues, and BBQ is. It is John Fisher. You'd asked that, sorry. September 21st, I think it is, or 24th. I can't remember right off my mind, but Yeah, Bikes, Blues and BBQ. It's in Fayetteville. It's a charity bike rally, one of the largest in the United States. And Eureka Springs, it's actually kind of branched out so wide that there's activities and events going on in Rogers, Eureka Springs, and Fayetteville, all around that area. So there's lots of stuff to do. But yeah, Eureka Springs is going to be one of the hot spots this year.
Yeah, no joke, guys. Y'all coming over, yell at us. Hell, we may put something together where we can all hang out. You know, we're getting to know quite, of course, it's home. We know quite a few people. Maybe we can do something. Maybe I can talk to the Basin. We can do something kind of cool there because we get the overview there. Everybody can eat. Everybody can drink. It's kind of away from the crowd and you kind of chill.
Yeah.
And maybe do something there.
Because they have a restaurant in the bar.
Yeah. You can go out on the deck and look around. And
great place to stay out on the balcony too. They usually have live music because you can watch right there at the balcony all the good times happening down the street. And stuff like that.
Yeah, so maybe we'll look into that.
Gilbert, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I like the fist bump.
There's my knuckle tats. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Gilbert. I appreciate you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. That damn payer's working out.
I know. One thing that you haven't been able to really do is go to the gym.
No, I've been out here running on dirt road and doing some push-ups and stuff, but it ain't the same. Hanging in there, though.
Yeah.
Oh, what you got going on, Mama?
Okay. So, let's see.
Let's see
here. Okay, here's one. Pablo Valencina,
yes,
83, asks, what is your favorite barbecue joint?
Well, this one, my favorite place to eat barbecue because of, I think it's where I'm at and it means a lot to us, is the Joint. And the Joint is down in the Bywater, which that's right out of the French Quarter in New Orleans. Actually, we were there on our trip. We went to eat there on our kickoff run. Yeah. And I think I have some pictures of that as well.
Probably so.
And I'll look and see. I'll post a picture of us at the Joint here in a week or in this coming week. Yeah, the Joint.
Hello. Thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate it.
Hey, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, so that's probably my favorite place, but it has a lot to do with, I don't know if it's like the best barbecue I've ever ate in my life, but it means something to it, and it's cool. It's fun.
It's a cool atmosphere, and like you could have something that's just like a badass atmosphere and environment and people, and the food be like mediocre, but it's like one of those places that's memorable and like you always go back because of the service and because of the
it just feels
ambiance and stuff like that. So, but I mean, it's pretty good barbecue though too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is good.
Okay,
that's probably it.
Let's see.
Let's see
here. I dropped my pen.
No, God.
Okay, so we got two questions that may kind of go hand in hand here. Soul Stealing Patriot wants to know, why do you insist on walking around in your undies and post it? Like she wants to see that. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, why do I?
And then the other person had asked, different people, but it kind of goes hand in hand, is do you manscape?
You got a kick out of that, didn't you? Look at you. Okay. The reason I walk around in my underwear is because I really want to walk around totally nude. I hate clothes. I always have. There's pictures of me when I was young. I would, my mom and dad lived on a little road, and I would drag the water hose out, turn it on, I just strip off butt naked, put that hose between my leg, and squirt the cars going by on the road. So I've never been a big fan of clothes. I like to wear nothing if I can get away with it. And then the underwear that I wear, there's always some kind of story behind it, because if we're staying with somebody or somebody's staying with us or we're around people, like I'll just be walking around in my underwear, laying around in my underwear. So I started getting just stupid underwear, and then these people are buddies and things, they start making fun of me, and I'm like, you kiss my ass, I'll post this shit. And they're like, oh, so I think it started out with just like a little razz, and then, of course, me being me, I'm like, here I am in my underwear, and you got to look at it, so it's a lot of fun.
And now you try and find underwear for every holiday. So he's got like the lips for Valentine's Day, and he's got some 4-leaf clovers, Christmas packages, on a pair of underwear.
Yeah. So
plus he wears a lot of the American Eagle boxer brief type thingies, and of course they make printed underwear for every occasion.
Yeah, that's the big reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just, I get a big kick out of it, and I think it might annoy some people. So if it annoys
makes
them,
people feel uncomfortable.
yeah,
So, yeah.
Woo, Lord does it.
Yeah. Too funny.
Yeah, and then Manscaped. So
I was hoping you would forget about that question.
the manscaping.
Oh, Mike Myers, you said Easter Bunny. We need to try and find a pair with the Easter Bunny.
Yeah. I need to get that. Well, I'm going to pour right and get that. Okay.
I didn't bring the Coke over here.
Well, I'm thinking to the point now. I don't need Coke.
I think you do.
So manscaping. Although my face is a beard, there are places I take care of.
All right, next question.
There it is.
Okay. Let's see. We did that one.
Well, it got serious right then.
Yeah.
Yeah. You over it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best advice for getting more comfortable to riding with the wife.
Read it to me one more time.
The best advice for getting more comfortable riding up with the wife.
What is how to get more comfortable riding with your lady? What makes you uncomfortable with riding with your lady? That's kind of what I would look at. I know that's kind of like but so maybe she's not liking something. If you can get that fixed or work on getting her happy, then maybe, you can, it's a loaded question because I can't really talk. Try to make her comfortable as possible, and it makes you comfortable as possible. And then when you ride, you know that she's good, you're good, and then you just put the time in and get used to what she wants to do, what you want to do, and then just, does that make any sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I think it is wise and best for both people to make sure y'all are on the same page. And if there's anything she's uncomfortable with, that gets addressed. And then if there's anything that he's uncomfortable with or not feeling right, that gets addressed, as
Yeah.
But I definitely don't think it's just one-sided. Like, I do think that it's both people that need to make sure that they're comfortable, which she may be completely comfortable.
He may not be with her.
And he may not be, and may be the only one that's not comfortable.
And that's another good thing, if you've rode all your life by yourself and then you throw somebody on the back, you have the responsibility of them being on the back. And then you're loaded different, the bike feels different. So there's a lot of it's just getting used to riding your bike and getting used to each other on the bike. And I would really just take her on about 1,000-mile ride. And once you get back, you should have exactly what's going on definitely highlighted so you can go back and address it and you can fine tune it.
I would say get a communication system in your helmet, so if she doesn't lean with you, you can yell at her. Lean!
Don't be leaning, that kind of thing. Yes.
Be one with the bike.
So that's another reason why we use communication systems and we use Senna, because we can stay in contact with each other and we're not yelling at each other because we wear helmets all the time. And like I said, we're busting ass down the road, and if she needs something, I need something, we can communicate and definitely get it addressed as soon as possible. Because there's been times where we didn't have communications, riding that old chopper and shit, and you'd just be yelling at me, just yelling your ass off at me. We rode the road glide without communication for over half a year.
We did from Arkansas to Ohio, over to Sturgis, and back to Arkansas with no communication.
Just yelling at each other.
And our made-up hand signals that were like,
yeah,
you know,
eat, gas, gotta poop, gotta pee.
Our friend Mary over in Eureka, she said, "Oh, the questions I could ask, but I won't. But why is he grounded from his account?" So I guess this is more a question about me and not you. Why did I ground you from your account? Or what did you do to get grounded from your account?
I was just joking around. Thought it'd be something fun to do, and then you just did it. You know, you just took it away from me.
Yeah.
Take it away. Take it away. You know? Yeah.
So, yeah, he didn't really do anything wrong.
And Mary, by the way, she has a really cool Airbnb over in Eureka. And we stay with Mary all the time. And she's got a cool little place there. It's called the Fox Den. It's really easy, accessible for the bike. And it makes a cool little loop around by a little lake right there in downtown Eureka, right there off Spring Street. It's called the Dixon Inn. It's on Douglas Inn. Thank you. It's called the Douglas Inn, right there off of Spring Street on Douglas Street. It's cool. That's something else you can think about if you're coming to Bikes, Blues and BBQ.
Yes.
And Mary, Mary's one of our dearest friends. So when I get to giggling and thinking about Mary, man, we get into some ornery shit and we have a lot of fun. Miss you, Mary.
Let's see. Someone had a good question that I just saw. Oh, Jimmy Johnson. Do the full face helmets ever bother your beard where the cheek pads touch?
Yes. Okay, so, and that's a big reason why we're running the helmets we're running now. That's one of the big reasons. And I've been talking a lot about these helmets. You'll see a lot of these other people talk about helmets. There's a lot of good helmets out there, there's no doubt. But with our helmets, we ride these helmets day in and day out, day in and day out. They are our tool. So we get to really know these damn helmets. We don't just throw them on and run down to Walmart and back or anything like that. We're wearing these damn things for 8, 9, however many hours we ride that day. So you'll get that wrong damn helmet and it'll shove in, will mess with your beard. Hell, it messes with your face without a beard. Because we're pushing in the cheek pads and all that. And these helmets that we're running now, they are adjustable. So with the cheek pads, Steph's getting one right now, you can pull those out and you can tear off different thicknesses. So you can set that cheek pad to whatever your face is and whatever it is comfortable. And you can see right here is the cheek pad. And this all comes out. And they have layers in here, and you can rip the layers out. So that cheek pad, you can adjust it. This helmet has a lot of adjustability to it. And
then also, if you tear them, out, and then it's comfortable, and then say 5-6 months later, or a year later, or whatever, you're like, well, it's kind of loose or whatnot. You can actually buy replacements and start all over if you needed to or whatnot. Someone had just asked, what helmets are we running? So this is the Ornery Regent X.
Yes, and we did that kickoff rod with these. I want to talk a little bit about them. They're super soft liner inside. They're comfortable as hell. Now, I wouldn't say they're the quietest helmet out there. They got a little bit of noise, but nothing. You guys have watched our videos. You see us run this center right here, the Evo. And you'll hear us talk. I got the mic right in here. I'll bring it out. Right there's the mic. I use a boom mic, and you can still hear everything. It's fine. Nothing. There's no big deal to that. But I just want to touch a little bit on that. But also want to talk about this Ornery helmet. They've widened this helmet, so it's like 5 millimeters. Is that right? Mm-hmm. To each side wider, plus to the front. So that gives you a little bit more room. Now you don't think that's a whole lot of room? Bullshit. That made a huge difference on this helmet for me, and me dealing with all this. And Steph has noticed it as well. And another thing I'm liking about them is the eyebrow vent. So they have this little vent right here, and it comes in your visor. I'll go ahead and show you here. They have of course, the chin vent. You can open it in a couple different settings. And then they also have on top of your head here, they have the ports that you can open. And it helps. And I'm super fucking comfortable. Just to tell you the truth, guys. I'm happy with this helmet. I'm shocked with it, actually, because of how comfortable it is. And I want my helmet. It just feels good. So yeah, that's the helmet. And like I said, you'll see a lot of people out there talking right now about different helmets. And they're fancy and they're cool and they got this cool ass name and all this shit. But this brand has been making their helmet, or I've been making a helmet for fucking years. They know their shit. They've been doing it, like I said, for years and years and years. I think they're a leader, and I think this is the damn helmet. And I like it. They have a couple steps up from this. Now, this helmet right here is $500 something. So it's right at that price point. And you don't see a lot of us on cruisers wearing these. You'll see more sport bikes, is what they're saying. And they came to us and talked to us about these. I was looking for a helmet. So
someone asked if you have a pin lock
yes.
on this visor.
Yep.
And also it's double pane, kind of like your windows. And so what do you call that? What's that gas type stuff that's in there?
Argon? No. Somebody, you guys tell us the gas that's inside, like in your windshields.
Yeah.
And
keeps it from fogging up so much. And
yeah, which I see here. I'll show you the action over here. Of course, you get it on, and then the visor coming on and off. Argon. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So you push this, and you push that little button there. I just popped it, and then the side comes off. It's tethered on there, and then this all comes about. You just have to. I know it's getting a lot of light flare, but you have to. That brass lines up with a red, and it just all pops off. Their visors are easy and stout. So far, I mean, everything's working good. I think we've done right at 3,000 miles in these now, so I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, we go from something like that, and we've wore stuff like this. So, I mean, trust me, I like my helmet pretty good. 3/4, I've wore quite a bit. I don't know, when we had to ride up Missouri back in the day on the choppers, this is what I wore. So
it makes your head look so much taller.
Yeah.
Like
a bobblehead.
You have like a whole nother head above your eyebrows.
Yeah, pretty cool. You can see our lights. Yeah, so damn, this thing is really accurate. This is super uncomfortable. See, like I can already feel it like rubbing against my forehead.
You kind of have a fat head though.
I do. She hates this helmet, and I'm just gonna. Hate it. Good. I'm gonna leave it on. I'm gonna go change my shirt out too to my nice, comfortable blouse you don't like. What, do you got any questions?
Yes. Fat head. Yeah, Mike. See, Mike Myers agrees.
Damn it, Mike.
Yeah. Okay. So, on a serious note, John Fisher said, "What size of helmet do you wear?" So I think your Orion helmet is a large.
Yeah. So let me get this off. I can't hear. Let me get this off. Okay. Yeah, so our cutoff is I'm wearing it is a large.
I think yours is a large. Mine's a medium.
No. We ended up with the same size helmet. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Because our measurements, they'll tell you on their website the measurement. Our measurement was right there at being a large to a medium. It was back and forth. And I'm glad we went ahead with what he got.
Thank you, Real Vinny B. You sent a super chat and you said, "Love the vids. Thanks. Dude, you have to dump the helmet." Yes, I agree with you. Thank you for that super chat, and thank you for telling them to get rid of the helmets.
Yeah, so I got rid of that. Got the spotted welding cap
And
on.
now you've got it down so much that
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like,
sorry, I just threw it. So this makes me think of Jesse.
yeah, Jesse Combs always wore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the polka dot. Yeah, so we got to hang out with her a few times over the years, and the last time we hung out with her up at Sturgis at the Buffalo Chip. Man, sucks to lose her. She was always so sweet to Steph, and kind of picked at Steph a little bit and tickled me. So this kind of makes me think about her.
Yeah.
Miss you.
Let's see. I think someone had asked about ponytails with helmets. And Brandy, I think you'd said a lot of girls do braids and stuff like that. I've seen guys do braids also. Yeah, with those helmets, I can put my hair in 2 braids or 1 single braid, and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't feel like it's too tight whenever I, pull it back into a ponytail. It doesn't feel like it's too tight where it's choking me up front or anything like that.
Yeah, and that's something we don't talk a lot about is the girls. What's it take for you guys? A lot of y'all have more hair than us dudes. Mm-hmm. There's some of y'all out there that have hair, but you do have a little bit different things you deal with the helmet.
Yeah, a little bit, but not much. I mean, kind of like you with a beard. That's one thing that I like about the rye is not just more space in front for you to be able to talk, and then of course there's no compression up against your cheeks, but it does allow a little bit more room as far as your beard, but it doesn't make it so where it's loose that it's like
right.
Yeah,
and that's one thing that we differ with the chin guard, the little cush, airflow. I always take those out. Of course, it gets into my beard, and Steph, she always keeps hers in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, John Fisher, you'd ask, is the chin of the helmet close to your own chin, or is there room? There's actually more room than what I would have thought. And like what he was just saying, I would like a chin vent. Is that what you call them?
The chin skirt. I think it's the chin skirt.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call it.
I would like to have one just because I get a lot more wind up through my neck area and stuff.
Yeah, which I don't. Yeah, so I'm really tickled with the helmet though. Yeah. You guys, y'all may have something that y'all are running. Let me know what it is. Definitely. We all are watching, money though on them helmets. That's like I keep going back. We've ran those $200, $250 helmets. That's usually where we end up. Really, be pushing $3. So this one's a little bit more in price, but it's definitely paid off. Yeah. It's
Matt Griffin, you'd said that I wear a do-rag under my helmet. A lot of times I'll wear, I make them, they're called rat-danas. So it's kind of like a bandana, but it's kind of ratty. So it's a rat-dana. So it looks like a infinity scarf type thing that's kind of like a buff, kind of deal. But I'll usually wear 2 or 3 of those around my neck, and that helps with airflow, and also I'm just usually cold all the time.
Yeah. I've been using that Senna.
Oh, you were saying your wife. See, this is why I have to pay attention. Thank you. You said no, my wife is Steph. Sorry. So you're saying that your wife wears one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry. So sorry.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, riding down, it was cold as shit when we were heading down to New Orleans when we left here. Actually, I had a hoodie on. I put the hoodie over my head and just put that helmet down over it. I had layers on, and Senna does make a good little stretchy buff that goes over your head. That kind of, you can pull it up or squeeze it down around your neck.
I thought about getting one of those face masks, and if I'd thought about it, we have like a hunting one. I think it's like some camo fleece type thing, and it just has the eyes out. But I thought about if I had one of those, or if we stopped somewhere and I could find one, but I never found one.
Yeah, it gets cold. I mean, you got anything else you want to read there, Mo?
Gilbert, thank you so much for your super chat. You said, I'm going to stop at Denny's tomorrow. Will they let you go in? I believe so. Tomorrow means Saturday. I know that Service and Parts has been doing some things.
Very skeleton crew. They are watching everything. They're trying to go by all the guidelines. They are having to get some things done. So they may let you. I cannot answer that.
I would definitely call them just to check, because I'm not for sure if they're doing things by appointment only or if they're going to be fully open. I don't know. That's a good question.
I've got an idea though that you can probably get what you need though. If you'll yell out to them, Brian and them boys will help you. No doubt. Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. I know I do a little clicking thing with my mouth all the time. Okay. James Tate 86.
Yeah.
You had asked, if you had one place to ride anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Mexico. I'd ride Mexico. Because I don't know if it's.
You have to let them see.
It's a fox. It's a little fox. That'll piss somebody off.
You know what your hat reminds me of like that?
Yeah.
One side up.
Yeah.
And one side down
yeah.
too.
Doc Holliday?
No.
I don't know. Who?
Hank 3.
Oh, Hank 3. Yeah, he is a badass.
Because he wears his cowboy hat. It's, like all bent up on one side and down,
This is just how I ended up. This is a hat that we found out on Route 66 somewhere coming back from Laughlin. We found this hat blowing around and we strapped it to the back of the road glide and brought it home. So I don't know where it came from.
It was.
So what was the question again? Where would I ride if anything I want to ride? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mexico, there's probably a lot of different places out there that would be really badass to ride. And there's tons of places. We know this. But Mexico, I've just always wanted to ride down in there and ride all the way down there. I mean, we looked it up the other day. So the Pan America goes from Alaska all the way down to the point down there, ends up in whatever. I'm not even going to say shit and fuck it up because I'll be wrong right now. So that ride, that road to do that, we looked at, it would take how many months for me to do it if we averaged? Basically, I'd have to go to Alaska, ride back home, ride all the way down there and ride back. So it was going to take almost a year to ride that road. And that's some pretty good riding if I rode every day. And but if I was going to pick something, that's what I'd do. Because it's in my backyard, I can get to it, and I want to go explore my damn backyard, in a sense. And I've heard stories about it. It's right here. It's kind of attainable if a man had the money. And that's what I'd do. I want to go ride that one of these days. Not saying I will, but that's a dream. And yeah, that's what I'd pick. I'd take my hat and we just go down through there and be like, hey, ping, 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 ping,
Ping, ping.
ping, ping.
Okay, last question.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Yep.
How long have you been a fabricator?
Yeah.
And what got you into fabricating?
I've been a fabricator all my life, I guess. I don't remember not welding. The reason why I got into it is because that's what my dad did. I didn't want to be one. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to be a porn star, and that didn't work out too well. So I had to just fall back on what was right there at hand. And it turned out that I was pretty good at it. I'm a pretty good TIG hand. I like stainless. Did a lot of fabrication over the years for Tyson's. Did a lot of decremental stuff. Arkansas certified, not anymore. Was at one time. Dad was who begun me out being a welder. That's all he's done all his life. If you see on my hand, I'm a son of a welder. So it was just necessity, and then I got in there and started doing it, and I got to where I could do pretty good, and I could hold my own. And then it just started making a little bit of money, and then, of course, you guys know our story. Yeah, I've done it all my life. And that's the reason why I did it.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all of the questions that are from Instagram.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not too bad.
Didn't have to sweat too much on them.
I know. I was really wanting some. Well, the manscaping question kind of got to me, but I was really wanting to get some more questions that put you in the
hot seat.
Yeah.
Oh, bless your heart. Put me in a spot. I don't doubt it, though.
You deserve it.
Yeah. You guys got any questions out there? What are y'all doing? You got any ideas? Are we ever going to get out and ride anymore? What's going on?
Oh my gosh,
in your country? Hope everybody's doing okay. Steph and I, our thoughts are with everybody. There's no doubt there's some hardships going on right now. I think we all need to be a little bit patient. I know a lot of people are freaking out, man. I mean, if you scroll down through Facebook, which I try not to, there's a lot of people flipping the switch, and they got every right to. But I hope everybody keeps a calm head. And, you know, we try to be healthy and do what we're told in a sense. You know, I get it.
Yeah, our town is not, or our city is not actually on full lockdown. Like I know some of you guys can't leave unless it's essential, like you need groceries or something like that. We haven't gone to that point, and I hope that everything works out and we can start going the opposite direction and opening things back up. And
well, we're going to see, you know, but we are thinking, I want everybody to be a little bit patient with everybody. And I know last week I had a little bit of trouble. I think because we were home, I haven't been able to really get out. Of course, both my bikes are down, and so I was dealing with a little bit. Steph had to kind of help me through a little bit there. Got a little down, you know, and then in turn you got a little down. So we had to take care of each other.
yeah,
Some serious
it
shit.
happens, but
yeah, serious shit.
It does happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Thank you so much. Here's 1 week's worth of food, $2. Thank you so much. And
that's it. Yes, appreciate that.
You had asked earlier. You had asked the question about fabrication, so I appreciate you asking that question. And I'm glad to see you on here. Thank you for that super chat.
Yep.
So a couple of questions. Someone had said, "Have you ever been?" Grumps Abrams had said, "Have you ever been to Arizona Bike Week?"
Nope. This was going to be our first time. Yep. So we never. It was going to be our first time. No, we never have.
We went to that one Arizona Bike Week where no one else showed up.
Yeah. Been to that one. No.
Oh, you wanted to show your tail off?
No, I just keep looking. Oh, my tail. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little tail over there.
No, we'd never been. I was looking forward to it. Of course, we know some people out in there, and like I said, right now we'd be there. So, sucks, you know. But no, we had never been.
Tim Messer, thank you for your super chat. You ask, "What's your favorite pay it forward for both of you?"
Oh, that's a hell of a good question.
That's a really good question.
Oh man,
I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'll give mine.
Guys, they're so close to me, each and every one of them. I mean, they have been. They've all been so good and so just down to the heart healing for me. But the one that I was the most shocked about, and like, holy shit, man, was when we did it for LJ. I think that was it. We were down there in Paris, Texas. He'd had a heart condition that he didn't know. He died a couple times on a basketball court and at school. So he had a heart condition. They figured out what it was, thankfully. So we didn't raise a whole lot either. We raised as much as we could. He was in the children's hospital. I talked to his mama for about a week and a half and said, we're going to put this together and try to raise as much as we can, maybe some awareness for you. She said, all right, we'll be there with his papa and granny. Well, it just so happened that they let him out. So he was able to come, and we were at, what dealership were we at?
John Fisher, thank you so much for your super chat.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you so much.
We were at South Main Iron.
South Main Iron.
We set up there. Some people that we knew some of those people, and they worked that out, which was great because it was just on our heart to help LJ and his family. So they reached out and said, hey, you can use our floor. You can set up shop here. You can They had quite a bit of room there, and he shows up, and we had a few people that follow us show up and some other people that came by, and we were having a good time, and all of a sudden a bus pulled up
And then another bus pulled up, and it was his foot buddies on the football team. They were heading to a game, and all the cheerleaders on the other bus. So all of his classmates, so his football team and the cheerleaders, they all showed up. They all had their uniforms on. It was all red, I think, is what I remember. And they all came in, and they had a little party. I mean, they just enjoyed him, enjoyed
and you got to remember
everybody.
that LJ had been in the hospital this whole time, and a lot of these students had not been able to see him.
No.
His friends, his classmates, and stuff like that had not been able to see him until, since that day he collapsed on the basketball court and the ambulance took him off.
Yep.
So
So
it
the
was
coaches
really
showed up, some of the teachers, and it was badass. I mean, it was
really neat, and that's so funny because, not funny, but that was the one pay it forward that really struck my heartstrings that I was gonna say too was my favorite.
Mm.
Yeah, just because the outpouring of support, and it's the fact that I think it was because it was a kid and we could relate, and our kids, were around the similar age group that LJ is. And so I think it just really struck home for us. And it's something that's always, we always think about them. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to delete someone.
Wow.
Well, because I saw earlier he's just asking stupid questions.
Yeah, bless his heart. I'll pray for you, brother.
Anyways, that got us off on. Whew, yeah.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite.
There's a video and there's a blog about LJ and the pay it forward that we did there in Paris, Texas. And although, like you said, we didn't raise a whole lot of money for him, it was one of our very first pay it forwards. We were able to raise awareness and bring him and his classmates together, and that alone was just that's healing for people when they get to be reunited with friends and family. And also, he hadn't been released from the hospital and been able to just go home and stay. His mom and dad and his sister and stuff were still having to travel back and forth to Children's from their home because he was still there in the hospital and stuff. But
it was a hell of a deal that they had just having to endure and try to overcome, and then of course having kids to take care of, and his mom was super badass. I mean, she was such a sweet. All of them were.
Yeah, they all were.
It's a humbling experience, guys. To help somebody is the most selfish thing you can do, because at the end of the day, it makes you feel good about yourself. I wish we could do it more. We're going to be doing more. We had something planned in the works. It's not going to happen now because of everything going on. So now we're just, but you guys can go down there in our channel and you can see our pay it forwards. And you can see, we have every one of them. We have a video about them. Mm-hmm. So you can go see our pay it forwards. And
yeah, and that kind of brings me, I'll talk about this for a minute. So we always try and do a pay it forward. So this year for 2020, we had some ideas as far as what to do for our pay it forward this year. I'd actually reached out to an individual in order to see where we could go with this and see if this was something that they would be on board with and see if we could collaborate with this organization. And then, of course, all this Corona stuff has happened and all that's been put on hold, and certain events have been canceled and stuff like that. So it's all up in the air, but 2020 is not over, and I'm not giving up on this idea. So hopefully when everything starts getting back up and around, we can go through with this pay it forward idea that I've got.
Yeah, definitely.
So
really
stay
cool.
tuned about that.
You want to read a little bit, awesome. Catch up?
Yes. Let's see. Actually, it's just a lot of on the same page and stuff as what we were.
Oh, your coronavirus.
Yeah, Jennifer.
Yeah. Bring the hatchet.
Yeah. Yes, Iraq vet had to put that guy in timeout. Let's see.
That's
I'm waiting
okay.
for this fresh 5 inches of snow to melt so I can test ride my changes to the Legends. Okay, so yeah, Stephen Wallace, you said you got some Legends rear shocks. You're waiting for the snow to kind of melt and get that bike out and test ride it now that you've made those changes.
Yeah, good for you, man. Legend. Of course, you guys know before we left out, we put Legends on the rear. If you haven't seen that video, you can go see it. And you can see my reaction instantly when this happened. Legend suspension to me is it changed. There's game changers. Legend suspension is a game changer. They totally changed everything. It made her happier. It made me happier. You're gonna dig them. There's no doubt. It's gonna be a different bike. Make sure you get it set up right. Of course, you probably know all that. And you probably had somebody do it, like Benny set mine up for me and all that. But I think you're gonna be tickle pink, no doubt. Matter of fact, Legend needs just paint them pink. Very tickly. Super badass. I'm glad to hear it, man. You're gonna enjoy it. Good for you.
Iraq vet, you did mention, I think you mentioned this earlier and I didn't get to it, so I'm glad you asked that again. Let me see if I can find it now. Okay. How long did it take y'all to get comfortable with talking on camera to vlog? I didn't think I was comfortable. We just stuttered around and
yeah, man, that's a good question.
And we blab and we ramble.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I'm very good at it still today. I have
You're better than I am.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but yeah. Well, I've seen people and heard people, and I'm like, damn, man, they're good. For me, I just shoved myself into it because I wanted to ride, and I wanted to show people what we were doing. So I kind of just started talking to the camera like I'm talking to you right now. So I talk to the camera like it's my buddy, and when I fuck up, I fuck up. And if I don't say stuff right, well, sometimes you take a little bit of heat. You put yourself out there and it's to be expected. But thankfully for me, I got Steph. So she's my secret weapon. So when we go into recording and doing our videos, there's a lot of ums and so's and me not knowing where the hell we're at. But I'm very passionate. And I've got this vision. And I think if we just keep on going at it, we'll eventually get that out. We'll become what we envision. So I think I'm still not comfortable with it. I'm getting more comfortable with it, but there's days like you can ask Steph, I'm just like, fuck, I can't do this. I just can't do it. And then she's like, whoa, take a minute. So get me kind of amped back up and boom. And then some days I want to go when it's in there.
Yeah, and you members can see I've posted a couple of videos of just our bloopers. And sometimes it takes like 10 to 12, retakes at the beginning to be able to get the flow, like get in the groove of it. Yeah. But one thing I do always remember is like on our laptop when we do our live streams, it has a webcam and there's a little green light. So if you can just imagine, just look at that green light and talk to it like you're talking to a person. And then none of this other stuff that's on the screen matters. Yeah. Makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
You're just saying yeah.
No, but it is. But she takes a lot of pressure off because she's able to do all that and I can just be myself.
Yeah.
So.
And Matt, you said that we're the same in front of the camera as we are in person. We appreciate that. We're just
I do appreciate that, and that's another thing that, dude, you nailed it right there. Is if you are exactly who you are, you can't fuck up because you are who you are, and people will either gravitate to you or they won't. And honestly, we have people that absolutely despise me. They don't like anything. They don't want to have anything to do with it, and they just got a different perspective, and different people are gravitated toward them. So if we just try to be ourselves, be as transparent as possible. And I think it'll all work out. And if it doesn't, then we'll just go fishing. You know?
I will. I love fishing.
I'll watch her fish.
I love fishing. Chase the Ride, you said the hours of editing to make things work and fit. And you said that you just got into editing and man the hours. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, we got a great life. We love what we're doing. We're not going to stop what we're doing. We're passionate about it. But to talk about how much time she has into it, there's many a nights where I'm sitting there watching some documentary or watching something, just being quiet because she's working. She's always editing. So she's got a couple things she's editing right now. So
I usually have a couple of different projects going on at the same time, just because.
But you love it.
I do love it, but it's a lot of hours and it's consuming.
It really is.
Yeah, because there's a lot of times, you know, in the, like 11:30 at night or so, he's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm out here on the computer. Where else?" You know.
Yeah.
But it is different, but I don't know. It's bittersweet.
Well,
for me, it is, because I love to see the finished project whenever I do complete a video, or, you know, play around on Photoshop, because all of this is learning to me. I just like, oh, I want to find out how I can make, you know, light shine out of this box of Custom Dynamics products that you're using or you're holding, because I did that on one of the photos. So, you know, it was all learning. So like tutorials and reading and figuring out. So to make one picture, it took me like 7 hours.
You just kept working on it, you know. So yeah.
It's that bittersweet, you know, like, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, seeing the growth of learning more. Yes, that's always something that I think you've changed your head and you went back to the other one. Let's see. I don't even know where I'm at now. Yeah, there's Rob Neck. I think we just put you in timeout and we're about to ban you. I'm gonna bring down the hammer.
Come on, Rob. Don't make us do that. You silly boy.
Let's see. Are you using Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro or something else? F48 Films. So I do use Premiere Pro. I use Premiere Pro because I also use Photoshop. I don't really use Lightroom, and I've started using After Effects. If you guys are familiar with any of that stuff, it's all by Adobe. So yeah, that's the way I do it. Crazy Daddy 5150. Thank you for your super chat.
Thank you.
You said best concert or music festival.
Oh, that we've been to?
Yep.
Hands down, Hank 3.
Yeah, I'd say Hank 3 was one of the best concerts. Yeah, music festival. I'm trying to think. I like music festivals, and we've been to quite a few of them, but I just don't like the crowdedness, and they usually end up being in like the heat of the summer, and then you have to camp in that. And I'm okay with camping in the heat of summer if it's like a night, but usually music festivals, because we always do like the early bird special, and then we get there Wednesday, and then of course we have to stay through Sunday. So it's like ends up being 4 nights.
Yeah, and for me, what goes on is I've always been this way. It doesn't matter what age I'm at. At a certain time, I've got to shut down and relax, and I want it quiet, and I want to be able to, you know, recompose myself and get a little bit of sleep. And at the festivals, you know, you got people doing whatever they're doing, and they're able to stay up all the time. And it's just constant mayhem and noisiness, and it gets, to me, then it gets a little annoying. And then you got people right outside your tent, like bumping into your tent, falling into your tent. You know, like last time we was at one, a dog took a big old shit in front of our tent, and the kids were like, you clean it up. I'm not going to clean up. You brought the dog. I didn't bring the dog. I came out of that damn tent, and I was like, oh, and they were like, sorry, sir. And I was like, get our shit. And Steph like loaded up our shit and threw it in the 7-3. And I was like, and just took out. I'm like, I'm done. So
yeah, I think that there's a dynamics of demographics that go to the music festivals now.
Yeah, it's
changed. And so I don't jive with like the disrespectful kids that want to party disrespectfully.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
We can all have fun and party and stay up and drink and all that, but I'm more like sit around a campfire with, you know, a bottle of booze and like some acoustics and stuff like that. Not the light show at 3 a.m. with my neighbors in the tent.
Jumping across from car hood to car hood.
Doing meth and doing...
Not saying that they were. But anyway, we just really got off on a rant, didn't we?
That's a soapbox, obviously.
Yeah, so we just kind of, you know. That's what I do kind of like about riding a bike and going to the biker rally type stuff, because it's a lot of like-minded people, and I find that a little bit more attractive for us. Even if it's a rowdy-ass, which we've been to some rowdy-ass rallies, but there is a sense of respect, and they get it, you know, and you can still...
I think what I described was Little Sturgis.
Little Sturgis, no. Little Sturgis was awesome. We had a great time. That's what I'm talking about, though. It's crazy as hell, you know. And hey, man, we got a new member. Thank you so much.
Todd, 1971. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for being a member. Congratulations.
If you will send a request over to we have a private Facebook group on Facebook, obviously. If you'll send a request there and let me know let me know, because Facebook name and YouTube screen names are usually not the same. So if you'll just let me know who you are, I will get you added in there.
Yeah. That's kind of a ongoing deal there. It's a little tricky. So yeah, I appreciate that. Very cool. Yeah. The honorary asses are growing.
Brandy, I'm on the same page with you. You said, I think I'll take earplugs to Kentucky. I think I will too.
Yeah, Brandy, we can't wait to see all you guys. Yeah, that was a hell of a good time. And it does, you know, you do. But it was respectful. The things that we've gone to, like I said, we've had people falling into the tents, coming in your tent, just crazy shit. And we don't really experience a whole lot of that when we're at a motorcycle rally. Yeah. Anything else you want to read there? Good looking.
Let's see. Gary W., how do I become a member? So beside
let me answer this. So what I need you to do is send $1 million to my offshore account. And then in 60 days, we will give you a link that you go ahead. I have to do it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm on the same page.
Yeah. Tell him how to do it.
I mean, we probably won't ever see any of that $1 million from that offshore account.
Yes.
Yes. So on our YouTube page, beside the subscribe button, there should be a button there that says join. And we have 3 different tiers you can join. 83 octane, 97, and 100 honorary octane. And the 100, of course, is the highest tier. We do different stuff each month. We give away things. The members have our private Facebook group. We have our Discord, where if you're on Discord, we chat in there. We have our own little chat room.
We do a giveaway every month. But if you can follow what Steph said there, and you can pick which one you want to be, what level there. Yeah. And then if you need help, let us know, and Steph will be more than happy to help you, because that's the chickie that you talk to get help. The phone show.
Yeah. Let's see. Someone had asked earlier. Let me see if I can go back. I may not be able to find it. I don't know where it went. Oh, well. Are you guys going to Arizona Bike Week in October?
We don't know. We're going to see. One thing that is going to happen with us is, because if you don't know, we are sponsored by Custom Dynamics. So we went down to one rally and showed our bike and all the products that are on our bike. And our bike has the top line, world renowned LED lighting, and that is Custom Dynamics, the best lighting there is out there. There's hands down, no doubt.
Plus, their LEDs are lifetime guaranteed.
Yes, and best customer service you'll find. So we go to this rally and we show off our bike, and we show off all the products that are on the bike. So we did one, and we need to do 2 more for sure for them this year, so we can get the bike there. And then, of course, we get to do a cool meet and greet. We get to hang out. So that'll dictate, and we don't know how this is going to play out. So this is going to be a heavy fall for us. So that'll, we're going to get out that way. Again, we're just waiting to see what happens. Yeah, I'd like to, though, man.
Yeah, with a lot of things canceled and then being rescheduled, it's hard to say exactly what's going to overlap and what won't overlap.
Yeah.
One thing is, one of our favorite rallies is Steel Horse Rally in Portsmouth, Arkansas, and they have rescheduled. It is August 21st.
I don't remember.
It's the 3rd weekend of August, so yeah.
Right here.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. It's the third weekend in August, because the first weekend of August we're going to be at Sturgis.
Mm-hmm.
Second weekend of August we're going to be at Route 66 here in Springfield, Missouri, birthplace of Route 66 with Denny's Harley Davidson.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to be the 3rd week we're going to be down in Fort Smith for the Steel Horse Rally. So
yes.
that is exactly right. So that is 3 things we're definitely going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. We got a new member.
Yes, welcome, Greg.
Thank you, Greg. 100. I love it, man.
And you had said, you are the one that said earlier, your wife will be riding her own, so you guys can bring
it's badass,
your
man.
girlfriend and maid and all that. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much,
and
man.
welcome.
Welcome.
And Gary W. Awesome.
Damn, man, right
Thank
on.
you.
Very cool. The ornery asses
welcome.
are growing. Our asses just keep getting bigger. I mean, we want a big ass.
We're doing it. I don't need help in that department.
Right on, guys. Very cool. Loving it.
Let's see. 40 or F48 films. Have you ever entertained? Thank you, Jim Jenkins. Thank you for that Snapchat.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you.
See, I don't know. What am I talking about?
Yeah, it's understandable.
Super chat.
Thank you for the super chat.
Snapchat, super chat. Sorry.
Thank you, Jim.
Street Vibrations in Virginia City, Nevada. Have you ever entertained the thought of going?
So Street Vibrations, we met or got close to the dudes that do put that on. Mm-hmm. We're part of Quick Throttle magazine. If you've seen their magazines, we've wrote quite a few articles in there. So we were going to do an interview with them, actually, and something happened out there when we were in Laughlin. But everybody was telling us that was pretty badass. Yes, of course, that would be neat. And we have a lot of good buddies out there. I mean, we have a lot of good friends out there. I love them to death. I miss them. Yeah, that's definitely a thought. Oh, shout. Yes.
Yeah, Greg Baker, I was just joking. He said no girlfriend here.
Don't you get him in trouble.
Let's see. Gilbert, that's a good question. You said, how many truck drivers do we have on here? You know what? That's a really good question, because I know that you drive quite a bit, actually.
Yeah,
especially with our members. I wonder if we can make some type of thing, because you truckers can connect also.
Honorary ass truckers.
Yeah.
The truckers.
Yes.
Bless your heart.
Yes, Matt, you said respect for the truck drivers.
No shit, man.
Yeah, that's one of those you guys have to keep on even when things are shut down. And
things really would shut down if they shut down. It'd be over.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if everybody, surely everybody realizes that, right? I mean, we talk about this. It's common sense. But, I mean, if you guys were to stop, man, we'd all be fucked. I mean, that's just all there is to it. And there needs to be some respect there. I totally agree. I mean, you guys, how are y'all eating? And I don't know, man. Yeah, bless your hearts. Damn it. We've been talking about that this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Good for you guys, man. Yep, total respect. Thank you.
Let's see. Ooh, this thing's going fast. I'm going to
That's
be
what she
out
said.
here for 2 months till this stuff is over with. Yeah, I feel for you guys, and I appreciate you guys for what y'all are doing. Definitely respect, huge thanks and gratitude.
Keep on trucking.
Yes. Let's see. Street Gliding said, TJ, did you decide to do YouTube? Did you decide to do
What? He stuttered.
Did you decide to do YouTube from Riding with Adam? When did we start our YouTube? We didn't really get picked up.
We started in YouTube when we our first little skit we did was in Sturgis.
Yeah.
So honestly, I didn't ever think of us doing YouTube because we didn't know how to do YouTube. I didn't understand YouTube. I didn't watch YouTube really. I hadn't had a phone very long. I mean, this is no shit. There's all these things. So no, but he did set us on a path to start showing what we're doing. He did ask me, he said, you're going to get a little bit of following here. What are you going to do with it? And I said, I think I'm just going to get a bike and start riding everywhere. And he just kind of laughed. And I was, but, of course, he's like, yeah. But I was fucking serious.
Yeah, because actually when you rode out there, we didn't have road glide.
We didn't have a road
glide. We just had
glide.
Maxwell House.
Yeah, and it had problems like it doesn't. But, yeah, I set us on a course, yes. But no, we weren't even thinking about having YouTube. We really got serious about YouTube probably a year ago now. That we got serious about YouTube.
Yeah, when we got serious, probably, well, now it's probably been close to 2 years now. We got really serious about it whenever we did the 2 wheels for 2 weeks for $2,000 to events.
Right, and what really got us going is we had some help not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before. We didn't have a computer to do anything on. Mm-hmm. And we had some love gave to us and some people supporting us, and we were able to get this MacBook. Mm-hmm. And so that gave us a tool to do it. So everything just kind of led up. And we all know you got to have the right tool for the job, just like that road glide. I think that's the right tool for the job. You got to have these equipment to do your recording, and then you got to know how to do it. So, but with him, he is a good business model to look at of what he's done and how he's done stuff. And there's quite a few other ones that are doing very well on YouTube that a person. So there was a lot of influence when we got serious about it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But it was all leading up. Yes.
Yep.
Good question.
Tim Messer, thank you for your super chat.
Thank you, Tim.
He said, what's the craziest thing you have ever hauled on your bike? Which you are the one that showed us the picture, and I used your picture on our group. If you guys have free members, our group profile picture is a bike hauling another bike.
A mini bike, yeah. So I told her the other day, I said, that's badass. Let's make that the profile picture. We might continue doing that, just showing off a little bit. That was super fucking crazy.
Yeah, really quick.
How the hell can I top that? I mean, I haul this crazy thing everywhere.
Well, we did haul a goldfish.
Goldfish, yeah. I
almost hauled a cat.
Yes.
Because
I hauled some. Damn, that didn't work out. I attempted to haul some PVC. That didn't work out. Dude, I honestly nothing as crazy as hauling a mini bike on the back there. I can't top that. There's no way. I'm trying to really think about what I've hauled. Hauled a chainsaw around, which is kind of weird looking, but yeah, nothing really exciting. Damn it.
Yeah. Brandy, you made a good point, and I'm right after we started changing the subject, talking about something else, you'd said that comment and it reminded me. But yeah, so we actually used to have a YouTube channel before the Ornery One. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but it was called House of Atlas. and we did a little walkthrough and little videos of us putting our tiny house together in our life and steps that we took and stuff like that. So, and I've slowly kind of brought that onto our channel here, but
yeah. So we've always enjoyed documenting or documents, and we try to document some of the stuff that we've done because we got a little bit of a passion for it. So it all kind of ran together, didn't it? And I was super lucky because we got that bike. She likes riding more than I do. I love recording shit.
He is we've talked about doing documentaries for a long time. Like that's, I think, his passion. Something that he would love to do is actually do a documentary and have it on like Netflix or something.
Who wouldn't? Yeah,
I know.
And so I've got bits and pieces of me going way back where I've recorded on old recorders and different things of me like gonna do a still and different things I was doing, but I never did finish it. Didn't know how to edit. I just had a bunch of stupid ass footage. So like with this bike deal, I love recording. Like I'm getting on her nerves all the time. I'm like, let's set the camera up over here. Let's set the camera up over here. Now you walk this way and we're gonna walk this way. And a lot of shit doesn't turn out, but some of it does. And I'm getting better at seeing this stuff. And then she's seen it too. And now she's picking up on it. So we're evolving together. So we're really lucky to have this because it's like our baby in a sense.
Yeah.
Because we're watching it grow. It's steady growth too. It's all natural. It's love. You know, we're letting everything do its thing. So corny as it may be, it's our baby. Yeah. We're lucky. It keeps us on track.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you guys got anything else you say? I'm watching the time here. We're almost into 2 hours. I don't know what we got. 142 people watching us right now. I don't know what the hell. 144 people are watching us.
Well, because there's nothing else to do.
Well,
so
that's
they're
of
like,
course.
I guess I'm going to watch these
Of
fuckers
course.
on YouTube.
Yeah, watch his jackasses mouth off for a little bit. I've enjoyed the hell out of you guys. I continuously, we look forward every Friday night going live with you guys. We'll do this again next Friday night at 7 o'clock. I've got something in the works for everybody next Friday night. You'll be able to ask questions. And if you ever had any odd thought,
So sorry, I was trying to catch up. Someone said I needed to read a comment and something else. And I'm so sorry because it kind of like, the comments kind of go fast sometimes, and I don't know if that's because like internet lagged and then like a whole bunch come in at one time or what. Tony Cox, would you be interested in being a guest on the 5 Dirty Bikers podcast?
Well, only thing I'd have to say, you just have to ask me. If you don't ask me, nobody ever know.
Well, he just asked.
Oh, you just asked. Of course I would. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Send us a message. Let's connect. The green beans are getting to me.
Green beans. Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Yeah, let's collaborate.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything to help. With us, it helps you. It's fun. That's what I'm after, having a good time. Definitely just ask me. Absolutely.
This is a good question. Choppa Greens asks, did you break your ring finger and pinky on your right hand?
Yes.
Just wondering if you feel like saying love to see your videos.
Yeah. So you're noticing this. Yes. They call that something or another. So this was from being younger and being ornery and fighting. Yes. That's from
And a dog.
And a dog. A couple things happened there. So that hand hurts. All that shit hurts. And that's what I tell the kids all the time. Be careful, take care of your body. The shit adds up. And that's my throttle hand. So when it gets really cold and I'm riding in there, man, those joints get to hurting. Yeah, I've broke them a couple times. Damn it. I got another. All right,
Jimmy
man.
Johnson, thank you so much
dude.
for becoming a member and welcome.
Nice beard.
Yes.
Oh, the profile picture. I can see your beard. Yeah.
who was it? Gilbert. Maybe it was Gilbert. You said earlier that you needed the Discord link. If you guys can't find the Discord link or the Facebook group, just send us a message, Facebook or Instagram or email, and I will get you the link.
Absolutely, guys. You guys can go find us on all the platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We got a website, of course, YouTube. You guys can, we have all that going on. So give us a little bit if we don't get back to you. There is a ton of things that we're trying to keep going here. And we love it. We keep in mind, it's just Steph and I. That's just the two of us doing this stuff. And we appreciate each and every one of you. Like I was saying earlier, next Friday night at 7 o'clock, we'll go live. We're going to have a special guest on there. He's got a lot of knowledge. We'll go into that. We'll release a bit more of this later in the week so I can fine tune some stuff, but it'll be worth tuning in because you'll get to ask some questions. I know each and every one of you is going to have a question for this individual. He's super badass. He's a friend of mine. He is in a line of work that we all deal with each and every day. This should be a really fucking good one. I talked to him today, so we're fine-tuning that. It's almost 100% sure. I want to make sure, but definitely I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, he's a good friend of mine, and it'll be good shit. You'll like it. I promise. I'm gonna love it. I'm getting excited. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Yes.
Hope it all works out.
Really quickly, a couple of people had asked about the bike. I think that they had kind of tuned in last, and of course, that's the most important in our life right now is like the bike and where it's at, and because it is down. And
so what we know about the bike is it's sitting at Denny's. The motor's blown. Harley Davidson Motor Company took care of me. Denny's broke it down so far, called the text. I said, well, don't even have to tear it anymore. Put it back together there. Send it to us. We're sending you a new motor. So in all that, they got the motor built. They got serial number. It's done. They have a bill for that. So it has been built and it's ready, but they don't have a shipping. What's it called? I said it earlier, ladle.
Yeah, something like that.
So they don't have the shipping. It hasn't left the dock, basically. We believe the motor is still sitting there on the dock. So we're just waiting for all this shit to get over with so everybody can kind of get back to work because they shut down the plant. So in between the time that they got my motor built and got it crated up, ready to ship, they walked out because of the corona. And so, like I said, the motor's what we're thinking is sitting on the dock. Brian has called them over and over and over. There's nobody in there working. He's called all the handlers that they use to ship. Nobody has anything going on as far as.
Yeah, they have a Tim Messer. You said tracking number. They've got a invoice number. All that. They don't have the tracking number.
Nothing.
But knows that there's a VIN invoice number, and they don't release the invoice number until it's basically package created
and done.
Ready.
And then you get the shipping number because they log it, and then that's what we're thinking.
And John, you had asked, can you go pick it up? And that's the thing, is trying to find someone in the office during their downtime to say, you know what, let me go look. Yes, it's on the dock. It's sitting here.
And that's a great question because I talked to Brian today. He said, dude, I'll go up there and get that damn motor for you. I'll go get it. He said, if I just knew. Somebody tell me it's right here. I'm looking at it. You come to the dock. We'll load it up for you. You can take it. He said, I'll go get it. I said, hell, I'll go get it. And then again, if you were to leave and go travel across the fucking states right now with somebody get pissy at you because you're out traveling when you don't have to be, is that a necessity? You go get that engine. Well, that's those things Would I? Well, I can stop and get gas with a card, and I can pack a bunch of sandwiches. So, hell yeah, I'd go get my damn motor.
Brandy said that Luke would go get it for you.
Luke, go.
Indian. Good times.
Damn it, man. I was waiting for somebody to come up with some kind of Indian remark. Yeah, tell him go get it for me on the Indian. That's great. Love it. All right, guys. Like I said, we're over 2 hours now. Like you guys already know the spill here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for playing along with Steph taking over the Ornery One social media and not letting me know what's going on. I had a lot of fun with that. Hey, man, thank you so much.
Oh,
Crazy
I like
Daddy.
the little fox.
Fox dude. Yeah, right on.
Thank you,
Good.
Crazy Daddy.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
So we just can't tell you guys how much we appreciate you guys tuning in with us. If it wasn't for you, there would be no Ornery One. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing. Straight from our hearts, thank you so much. We're working hard to figure out what's going on with the motor. As soon as all this shit is over, like I said, within 24 hours of it, okay to get back on the road, Steph and I are going to be back on the road, showing you guys our adventures, doing our thing, our passion. I do want to say, if you want to be more involved, you can become an Ornery One member. You can become an Ornery ass. We have different levels that you can pick. You can find that out. If you have any questions, you can message us. We'll tell you how to. That goes directly to us, and it keeps us on the road, keeps us doing our thing. And you can go to our website too. You can buy our merch there. Steph has been shipping our merch out here the last week and a half here.
Yeah, and like he has said, no, not really. Just it is us too. So I appreciate the patience because I'm not the fastest on videos and screen printing and making merch. So I appreciate everyone's patience, but also want to give a huge shout out to all of our members and the moderators that are on our live feed, because it really has, tonight has shown just as much, it's shown how important it is. And I appreciate you guys moderating and helping me out with the comments and hammering down on some people too. But huge thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Steph has also, she has ordered patches. We got patches coming in. We've never had patches. You got koozies coming in. So we've been working as well. All of our members, all what you guys do, help us get the merch, and then we're able to get all this stuff out to everybody. That's how we make money too. If you are on YouTube and you do see Teespring, that is legit. We've had some people say, is that legit? Yes. And we've seen some of the product that they've produced. It's good. And we get a small portion of that too. You're more than welcome to go down there and get the merch down there.
It is a little bit cheaper on Teespring because it's not handmade. So if you guys see a price difference like that,
yes, that's
the reason. A shirt may be a lot cheaper on Teespring than it is on our website, because I do hand screen those and make them ourselves and stuff like that. So
we need to show that process. That'd be really cool. One night we should just set up and show you the screen and screen printing and the process of going through it. It's pretty cool.
Yes, and we've got patches. Grumps, you just said patches. Sweet. Yes, patches are now on the website. I should have them because of all the shutdown and everything like that. They have been delayed. So I do have a date as of today for the 24th of them arriving. So I did post them. They are 2.5 round logo patches. They don't have any type of backing or anything like that.
So it'll be our logo. This is Steph's logo, by the way. She got a little sticker made up for her. But that'll be what it is, though. And we've never had patches, so I'm eager to see what they look like. I hope that everything's all right. We did some research on that, and hopefully we got the good company, and everything goes good.
Yeah.
They're a little bit behind because of everything going on, so we're kind of juggling here.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add, sweetheart?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I love you.
I love you. The whiskey's kicking in.
Well, we sure are having a good time though. We appreciate you guys, and we enjoy hanging out with y'all. Looking forward to next week. It's been
very nice to start this tradition. Friday evenings, hanging out with you guys, spending a couple hours just chatting and catching up on things, because we could not do this without you guys.
Yeah.
Truly.
Real quick, we want to say congratulations who won the action camera by Senna.
Yes, BB and Crow, and she actually has a YouTube channel also. So if you guys want to check her out, she is in Ohio, I think Georgia.
We'll have to look.
I think it's Georgia. Sorry, guys. But yeah, definitely. Congratulations to her.
Yep.
And
She
can't
won
wait
that.
to see what she puts out with that.
Yeah.
And
we did our drawing. We're actually still waiting on our member to contact us with his information about our, because we do a member drawing every month as well. So we have a product that we give away for just our members, and we go live with just them.
Yeah.
So
hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt. What's up? What's up, brother? How are you? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Another one there, Matt. He does. You can see right there. He does a lot of cool stuff with wood, burning wood, and I don't know. He's doing a lot of. He's getting more detailed. He's really growing his brand on that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I love raw talent, and I love to see people making things out of nothing. Basically, that's a huge thing for us because we are both. I mean, we both have talents that are totally different. And I think we're just drawn to that. And then, of course, seeing other people with different talents that we don't have, that we can kind of, just kind of admire and
make something out of nothing. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you can go check him out, though. He does a lot of cool stuff. I can't tell you what all he does. He does everything with the wood. Just go see all the stuff that he's done. He's done stuff for us. He's done stuff for a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Okay. Road Glide fix. Somebody's late to the show. Where the motor's built. It's sitting up there waiting to be shipped. We got to figure out. It's on a dock apparently, but because of all the Corona shit, we can't find a bill of lading or a tracking number. So, but the motor is built. It has been built out. So the motor is done. They did take care of us. We just got to get through this Corona shit and make sure it gets shipped. So we're waiting on that. So I can get here. Got another member. Very cool.
MKB Weld.
Oh, right on. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ornery asses are growing. This is it. It's getting bigger and bigger. I like it.
Oh, and okay, yeah. So did you tell them about koozies earlier?
We got, yes.
Yeah. So all you members, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys now, we're all on the live feed, but members. So I don't have everyone's address or contact information who's become a member on YouTube and that was not a member on Patreon, because they don't have that for you to fill out. So if you guys will send me your contact information, because I do have koozies for all the members. I also have member only exclusive stickers for you guys too. Send me your information so I can get that out.
Yeah, it's kind of cool stuff. Very cool.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you guys joining.
Yeah, it is. This is good. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, guys. Please be patient with everybody. Give a little love out. Pat somebody on the back. Send them a message. Do something. You guys are doing something for us, and this is what it's all about. Man.
Sorry, Tim Messer. Yes, I got your package. I appreciate it. I'm going to start putting that stuff together.
Well, was that his package?
Yes.
Okay, we got that.
Yes.
Right before we went live, she told me.
I didn't go to the post office last night. I went today.
Yep.
And so, I'm running behind.
Yep. That's going to be cool. We'll put that together so we can present that too. That'll be really neat. I like what you're doing there. That's got our mind in a ball rolling there. We got us thinking about something else there as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
And Kevin, before we go, welcome.
Hey, right on, man. Very cool. Man, asses. Look at it. Honor asses growing.
Bunch of asses.
A lot of asses. All right. That's awesome. Yes, very cool.
We are excited. We're excited to share, like we mentioned before, there's some exclusive videos on YouTube just for members too. A little bit deeper insight into our lives and our daily lives too. So we appreciate you guys, and we want to give back to you guys as well. Yeah,
and this thing is revolving. We're adding stuff, and we can do more and more and more. It can change all the time. Evolve. What I say? Revolving. It's a revolving door, so it's always coming and going. No, but we're just enjoying the shit out of this. Get right on,
Greg,
man.
Thank you for your super chat. Now I just want to say Snapchat.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
I really do. They name it so close to something else.
Well, that's how they do it. Yeah, all right, guys. We're going to sign off here. I'm going to get something to eat. We'll see you next week around 7 o'clock Friday night. Got that cool guest coming on. Guarantee it'll be worth tuning into. We'll tell you more about it. I want to give a big shout out to all you members out there. Thanks for the new members, the old members, and everybody that took care of us online here, the moderators. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And with that, we're going to sign off. And like always, y'all stay on.